All right, I'm here with Chris Sims of NBC Sports. And Chris, I know you have a little bit of a favorite soft spot for the 49ers.
Oh, I don't like that team. What are you talking about?
Your old buddy Kyle Shanahan. So I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the approach for the 49ers here at the 2023 NFL Scouting Combine.
Right.
For back-to-back years, the 49ers are going to have to start the picks later in the round. How does that change the draft strategy?
Well, yeah, it's not that it's necessarily the draft strategy. You just know that, you're not going to get some of the, maybe marquee five-star type of players at the top of the draft. But, as we've seen, first off, Kyle got one of the greatest football eyes that I've ever been around. And then you add that with John Lynch and hey, look what they've done with late picks or middle round picks. Fred Warner, last time I checked, he's pretty damn good. And Debo, second rounder, he's pretty damn good too. So they will find what's right for their team. They know, or at least have a formula for what they look for in a person and a player. And that's where I just have tremendous respect for what those two do.
We heard earlier from General Manager John Lynch just say that given that most of the foundational pieces of the 49ers are returning for 2023, right, those 10 picks starting in that third round isn't necessarily a break-it moment for them. No. And if you could discuss that a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little bit of like house money there. Yeah, they're not in a spot where they're desperate to have somebody come in and, they need to help or be our starting corner this year, right? And I think that's, again, a credit to them and what they've built. It's not only a team that's got incredible talent, but it's got depth behind it. So I think, overall, yeah, they look at that, and I think with the way their team is, and you don't have, for as talented as you are, the worst free agents as far as, I know McGlinchey's a free agent. We got some other guys we got to worry about, but not where you go, oh, man, this team could be totally different next year. So where, yeah, they're going to be able to maybe some of those compensatory picks go, we don't really need this guy right now, but maybe 2 years down the road when another contract's up, it can come in, and that's where there's great value in what they've done. And again, this goes to me, I don't even mean to go here, but the people in that 49ers building and what Shanahan's doing and the diversity that he's hiring, he's setting the groundwork to go, hey, rest of the league, wake up and look at what Kyle's doing. Stop always hiring your buddies or the guy that you knew that knew your other buddy. And, here they are, the best team in football, and they got all these compensatory picks, and they're going to kick some butt.
And you talk about also replenishing a coaching staff. There is a little bit of a turnover. Can you speak to the recent hire of defensive coordinator Steve Wilks?
I'm a big Steve Wilks fan. In fact, when Steve Wilks was the head coach of the Cardinals, I was like, oh man, damn, that's. He could be annoying for Kyle. He's kind of smart and might be able to figure out some things. So I'm sure Kyle probably saw some of the things I just said right there and was like, I'd rather have him on my team here. Wilks is not only, tried and true, his system's great, but he's an outside-the-box thinker, just like Kyle is too, to where it's not like the same game plan every week. You go into a new game and you go, oh, damn, what coverage is this? What the hell is he doing this week? And I think he's a perfect fit, not only for the personality of those guys out there in San Francisco, but, the scheme that you run, the players you have there already. I think that'll fit right very nicely with Steve Wilks' defense.
And while we mentioned there's no huge cornerstone players that are expected to leave in free agency, right, but there are some positions of need. In your opinion, what are those for the 49ers?
Well, let's see. Let me just off the top of my head here, right? We got McGlinchey, we got Jimmy Ward. Those are areas, of course, that I think you're going to see. And maybe, again, according to what happens to McGlinchey in free agency and maybe somebody makes him some crazy big deal, then they might have to, evaluate that. But again, I don't think there's one glaring area that I look for. I think there's just a lot of the future. I still think corner position would probably be the one that I look at to go, man, they can probably improve in that area a little bit. But overall, I don't see anything that's crazy here. I don't. Maybe another pass rusher, but damn, they're growing on trees out there. You guys got more guys than anybody. So, again, I think it's the positive thing, and I think it's the brilliance of Shanahan and Lynch. You built a great team, and they didn't have to be like the Rams and trade away all these draft picks and everything to be in that Super Bowl conversation.
And when you talk about late round gems, there's certainly a lot of value in the 7th round pick with Brock Purdy.
Who?
Very final pick of the 2022 draft. Can you just speak to the success he had late in the season?
It's amazing. I mean, he was my, I have a vote. He was my vote for Rookie of the Year. And just, I don't, wait, third string quarterback, not supposed to play, takes over a team. No, they're not only winning games, I wanted to swear there, we're freaking dominating games where you're going, wait, they're like blowing teams out with Brock Purdy. He's, in a lot of ways, I know the kind of guy that Kyle's always wanted. I know, and it's not, Mahomes or Josh Allen, but in the pocket, he could still make all the throws. He's extremely smart to process, and his biggest thing is he probably just listens to Kyle really well and goes, wait, Kyle said to read this guy, and if he goes that way, I throw there, and if he goes that way, I throw there. And damn, if you listen to Kyle enough, as there's a reason everybody leaves San Francisco and goes, Kyle's a genius, right? Then you're going to be okay, and I think they got something brewing there for the future.
All right, and let's close things out. Can you just give us your favorite memory with Kyle Shanahan? I know you guys go way back.
Yeah, we do go way back. I don't think I could tell some of them, okay? And it's not incriminating, just crazy, stupid, college kids, early career stuff. I have so many great memories. I mean, Kyle and his family have been so great to me. And it just, first off, when I think of Kyle, I just always think of real and gonna say it how it is. That's why we're friends. We don't really hold anything back. And fun, always looking for action, right? So, I mean, whether it was, us swinging off like rope swings into Lake Austin back at Texas, or, going downtown then he came and was a quality control in Tampa Bay as I was the quarterback there, and he was working away like a crazy man, and I'd be, come over, let's have a beer. And he's like, I'm still breaking down film. But here's the number one thing I always say about Kyle, all right? Forget all the fun stories, because he's a lot of fun. He really is this is when I knew he was going to be great. Tampa Bay, I was quarterback, I was walking through the facility, and one night I saw Kyle. I was like, man, it's late. And he was sitting in the back of the defensive room. And I'm like, oh, cool. Kyle's listening to the defensive coordinator talk a little bit. And then, the next night went by, and it was like, Kyle's sitting in the defensive room again. And it was just almost one night after another. And that's when I was like, man, Kyle's going to be great. Kyle's going to be able to coach the defense better than defensive coordinators in football, but he's going to be coaching the offense. And to me, that's where I just was like, it's only a matter of time. So I'm sorry I'm choking under the pressure of the great Kyle Shanahan story. There's maybe too many to remember, but he's a lot of fun and just a brilliant football mind.